Forget the slow burn romances where nothing happens until the final 5 minutes. We're looking at the movies that skip the small talk and jump straight into the deep end. We're talking about chemistry so electric you can practically feel it through the screen, and tension so high it's almost uncomfortable to watch. From forbidden step-sibling drama to high-stakes corporate power plays, these films have redefined what it means to be a steamy romance in the modern era. Whether it's a viral Netflix sensation or a gritty psychological thriller, these stories prove that sometimes the best part of a movie is the heat between the leads. Get ready, because these are the top 10 steamy romance movies you won't be able to turn off. Challengers, 2024. We're starting with a film that took 2024 by storm. Challengers isn't just a sports movie. It's a high-stakes psychological game, where tennis is just the background for a messy, brilliant love triangle. Tash Duncan, played by Zendaya, is a former prodigy turned coach who finds herself caught between two men, her husband, Art, and her former lover, Patrick. The steam in this movie doesn't just come from physical scenes, it comes from the sheer competition. Every time these three are in a room together, the air feels heavy with history and unresolved tension. It's a masterclass in building desire through dialogue and competitive spirit. Next, we head to South Korea for a film that is as beautiful as it is bold. The Handmaiden is a psychological erotic thriller set in the 1930s. It tells the story of a young woman hired as a handmaiden to a Japanese heiress. But there's a catch. She's actually part of a plot to defraud the lady. What follows is a complex web of betrayal, but at its heart is an incredibly deep and passionate connection between the two lead women. The chemistry here is legendary. It's visually stunning, incredibly intense, and features twists that will keep you glued to the screen. It's a film that proves romance is most powerful when it's combined with a little bit of danger. 36.5 Days, 2020. You can't talk about steamy movies in the modern era without mentioning 365 Days. When this Polish film dropped on Netflix, it became an overnight sensation. The plot is famous. A mafia boss kidnaps a woman and gives her 365 days to fall in love with him. While the story is controversial, there's no denying the watchability factor that kept it at the top of the charts for weeks. It's high gloss, high drama, and very explicit. It leans into the dark romance tropes that have become massive on platforms like TikTok, making it a must-watch for anyone looking for that specific brand of forbidden passion. My Fault, Culpas, 2023. Speaking of viral hits, My Fault is a Spanish sensation that took the step-sibling trope and turned it into a high-octane romance. When Noah has to move into her new stepfather's mansion, she meets Nick, her new stepbrother. They clash immediately, but we all know what that means in a romance movie. Underneath the fighting is a massive amount of attraction. This movie combines the thrill of illegal street racing with the tension of a forbidden relationship. The chemistry between the leads is undeniable, making it one of those movies you find yourself rewatching just for the vibe. Fair Play, 2023. Romance isn't always about beaches and racing. Sometimes it's about power. Fair Play is a corporate thriller that explores what happens to a secret relationship when professional jealousy enters the room. Luke and Emily are a young couple working at a cutthroat hedge fund. When one of them gets a promotion the other expected, their relationship begins to spiral. The steam here is raw and often uncomfortable. It shows how desire can turn into a weapon. It's a very modern take on romance that feels grounded in the real world of ambition and ego. Lady Chatterlys' Lover, 2022. Based on the classic novel that was once banned for being too scandalous, the 2022 adaptation of Lady Chatterley's Lover is a breath of fresh air. It follows Connie, a woman trapped in a cold marriage, who finds passion in the arms of the estate's gamekeeper, Oliver Mellors. This film is incredibly lush and romantic. It focuses on physical awakening and the freedom that comes with finding someone who truly sees you. Unlike some of the more thriller-based movies on this list, this one feels deeply emotional. It's a celebration of nature and human connection that is as steamy as it is sincere. Number 7. Body Heat, 1981. We have to pay respect to the classics. Body Heat is the ultimate neo-noir.
Set during a sweltering Florida heat wave, it follows a lawyer who falls for a mysterious married woman. The movie uses the weather as a metaphor for their relationship. It's hot, sticky, and dangerous. This film defined the steamy thriller genre for a generation. It's a slow burn where every cigarette break and every shared drink feels like a prelude to something explosive. If you want a movie with style and a dark edge, this is the one. Number 8. Through My Window, 2022. Another Spanish hit, Through My Window, started as a Wattpad story and turned into a massive film trilogy. Raquel is obsessed with her neighbor, Eris, whom she watches through her window. When he starts showing interest back, things get complicated fast. It's a classic good girl meets bad boy story, but updated for the digital age. It's filled with high-energy scenes and the kind of intense first love energy that makes it incredibly addictive. It's the perfect choice for a movie night when you want something that feels like a guilty pleasure. Number 9. The Secretary, 2002. Long before 50 Shades of Grey, there was The Secretary. This is a much more unique and artistic take on a dominant, submissive relationship. It follows Lee, a young woman who starts working for an eccentric lawyer. What makes this movie so good is that it isn't just about the steam. It's about two people who find a very specific, unconventional way to love each other. It's quirky, it's funny, and it's incredibly intimate. It's a cult classic for a reason. It handles its subject matter with more heart and intelligence than most romance movies ever do. Number 10. After. Finally, we have After. This film follows Tessa Young, a dedicated student whose world is turned upside down when she meets Hardin Scott. Hardin is the typical brooding bad boy with a dark secret. Their relationship is a roller coaster of breaking up and making up, driven by a physical attraction they can't seem to escape. The After series has a massive dedicated fan base because it captures that can't live with you, can't live without you intensity. It's the ultimate popcorn romance, easy to watch and full of dramatic, steamy moments. And there you have it, the top 10 steamy romance movies that have kept audiences coming back for more. Whether you like your romance with a side of mystery, a dash of corporate drama, or a lot of classic passion, there is something on this list for everyone. Which one is your favorite? Or did we miss a movie that belongs on this list? Let us know in the comments below.